Hello, friends. In this episode, I would like to talk about money and investments. You need to take risk and you need to take bets in life, but again, you need to take calculated risk so that you can manage your funds effectively and keep your allocation right and just so that you can make meaningful returns from the stock market. And currently the market is very volatile. There are no returns. FD itself, it doesn't make any sense. The inflation is around 6%. FD, I think we are getting 7%, 8% we are getting, and that doesn't give any returns. And market is not encouraging. And of course, markets are. Some people say markets are expensive. Some people say markets are not expensive. But I believe that markets are fairly uh, priced. Uh, these are all my observations. Then again, gold and metal is down, crypto is down, markets are very flat. There are no returns, so people are thinking what to do it. So it's very difficult to come to any particular conclusion. But my personal perceptive is that you need to stay invested, and so that when the markets are leading, then definitely you can get decent returns. You can't expect returns every time. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money. You lose money especially when you sell. So best thing is to stay invested, and when the market booms, market is bullish, then you can get decent returns. I am doing research about economic decision making, and I have 20 years of experience into research, and I earned my PhD in soft skills in the year 2011. And for the last 20 years, I am doing research about economic decision making, and hopefully I'll do research for around 15 to 20 years on economic decision making. So this economic decision making is related to this stock market and prices. Both are interwoven. Not directly, indirectly they are interwoven. So it all depends upon how you make decisions. When we talk about decisions, it comes with the options, then comes choices, then comes decisions. Research shows that on an average we make around 35,000 decisions in a day. In that again around around 200 decisions we make about food alone. So this is the research findings speaks around. So this is about decision making, and I'm exploring about decision making, and I'm interconnecting with the stock market. And my I have in fact I have 45 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. And for the last 20 years, I am into research and book writing. So this is my journey about economic decision making and stock market, and I'm gradually connecting the dots so that I can add value and impact massively in the future. Because already I'm 63, and I had a brain stroke in the year 2021, and I'm a dyslexic, ADHD, OCD, and add to that I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. I still belong to a lower middle class family. At the age of 60, I started investing in a little bit of money into SIPs. So I'm yet to achieve financial independence, but life is all about possibilities. So you have to be very much optimistic. When you look at Colonel Sanders, he was also military veteran, and he founded KFC and became successful. and he was a divorcee and a military veteran, and he became successful. So like that, age is not a factor here. The point is that he should have the willpower, and he should be resilient to bounce back from the failures. I had my own setbacks, business setbacks. In life also I had lots of failures and setbacks, but I'm not unmoved from challenges, because I'm very positive by nature. Even when I had a stroke in the year 2021, and I was on the bed, my right portion of the body was totally paralyzed, and right portion of the body was totally paralyzed. Then I started recovering, and I survived because of the power of subconscious mind, and I'm having healthy habits. For the last 40 years, I'm hitting gym. So because of this, my gym activities and positivity and the power of subconscious mind, I survived from my stroke. So this is about my personal life. Apart from that, when we talk about money and investments, uh, you need to focus on financial independence. Some people want to achieve independence, financial independence, financial independence, retire early. So by some people want to retire by 50, some people want to retire by 40, some people want to retire by 30. Young people, they are more ambitious to achieve financial independence much earlier than that. Because these young people, especially Gen Z, are very smart and brilliant, and there are lots of opportunities. Unlike our generation, we encounter lots of challenges, financial challenges, no lack of opportunities. Because the era where I was born was different. Now the era where the young people are born is different. So there are lots of opportunities for young people. There are so many young people, they are becoming billionaires. So I am very happy for them. I'm proud of them. So when we talk about money and investments, you can go for IPOs, but IPOs personally I am against IPOs. So because IPOs are like it's a kind of a PR game. They are overpriced. Then again, when the dust settles down, the real value comes. That means the intrinsic will be shown. So best thing is to directly buy from the stock market and invest. And again, investment is not an easy thing. Investment is a game of luck and skill. You need to have both. And my personal perspective is that more than the luck, you need to have the pluck, the ability to make very bold and courageous decisions. So let me share about Daniel Kahneman's thinking fast and slow. He was a psychologist and economist. I admire him a lot. Even I sent an email to write a foreword for my book, but he politely declined 2 years back. Otherwise, I would have received a foreword from Daniel Kahneman for one of my books. I published 56 books, in fact. One of the books titled See the Light in You, for which His Holiness the Lama has written a foreword. So I thought Daniel Kahneman would have written a foreword for my book, but he politely declined due to various commitments. So I missed that opportunity. It's okay, that's different. But when we talk about Daniel Kahneman's thinking fast and slow, uh, type 1 means think fast, type 2 means they think slow. I want to correlate with my brainstroke. Before brainstroke, that is 2021, I was thinking very fast and very aggressive. But after the brain stroke in the year 2021, after 21, I slowed down. I started thinking slow. So I relate in that manner. So it all depends upon how you go ahead, whether you want to follow type 1 or type 2. It depends upon the uh, attitude of the people. And it's very obvious that people are irrational. They make decisions at that particular point of time and situation. Various factors are involved in it. So these are all the things. So when we circle back to this money and investments, you can it's better to invest into stock market. if you do a lot of research, then and if you are willing to wait for results, and if you avoid intra trading, and if you stay invested with a long horizon, definitely you can make more money from stock market. The second option, I believe, is that you can go for either a real estate or gold. But again, real estate is complicated because lack of liquidity, and sometimes it may lead to legal issues. So, in the past, people were getting 10x, 20x, even 100x from the real estate. Now, those days have gone. So, so we have to learn to live with the realities. And the final option is to go for FD. FD means you get around 7% or 8%. Again, depending upon the age, senior citizens they get little more rate of interest. But I am against IPOs. I am against this FDs. So best thing is to stay invested in stock market or mutual funds, so that you can get decent returns. So if you invest into mutual funds, you can get more than you will get more than 12% CAGR. If it is large cap, you can get decent return CAGR of 12%. Mid cap, you can get more, and small caps, you can get more than what you get. But again, it's very risky and it's a risky game. But if you can leverage volatility, and if you are research a lot and take a risk, then definitely can get more money from small caps, and you can get more money from micro cap investing. But for that, you need to network with companies. You must read the balance sheets, and you have to read the books, and you have to stay invested. You should be very patient. You should have a long horizon. And when you invest into micro cap investing, out of 10, even if 8 companies fail, but even if two companies are successful, then it will overtake all the 8 failures. So for that, you need to have a lot of research bent of mind. And I am a researcher by nature, because I have been researching for the last 20 years, and I am writing books also. Earlier, I was very impatient. Now I became very, I exercise patience, especially in view of my brainstroke. So I'm very much cautious and calculated. So apart from these things, what you can do is that you can go for a lump sum and or SIP. SIP means systematic investment plan. You can go for lump sum, means you can get more money, more returns than what you get from SIPs. You can't time the market. That's one aspect. But again, if you invest in lump sum in a staggered manner, you can get more returns than what you get than investing at one time in SIP. So this is my perspective about lump sum. And you can go for ETF. ETF, exchange traded funds are catching up. So there are lots of instruments, schemes, offers, lots of things are popping up. So we have to stay updated. We must leverage technology, and we have to get acquainted with the technology, and we get to know the developments from time to time, so that we can catch up with the trends, and we can achieve financial independence. So friends, I request you to consider subscribing and sharing with your networks, with gratitude.